Hi, I'm Al at Guild, and I love spell cards. Or I should say, I'm utterly dependent on spell cards. When I'm playing a caster in D&D, I like to show up with my character in a deck box like this, right here in the middle drawer. I've got all the spells known. Can lay them out on the table so I know which ones I have prepared and which ones I don't have prepared. Every long rest I can quickly shuffle through and pull out some new cards. Keeping how many you have prepared is super easy to count. It's just a simple, cards are the absolute best way for me to play a caster in D&D and not waste time looking up spells all the time. Or especially if you're playing a divine caster and you have all the spells that ever existed to prepare every day, going through a deck is significantly easier than having 4 or 5 books at your table and remembering oh right, that one's in Xanathar's and I do have access to that. Maybe I'll prepare that today. Which brings me to the issue. So the official WotC spell cards for D&D are awesome. I love them. But they came out 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I've purchased multiple decks of some of them as I play multiple casters, and I like to have each one have their own prepped section and everything. But over the years, new spells have come out and they don't have cards for them. And on top of that, if you have a homebrew spell in your campaign or you're using something from MCDM, there's obviously not a spell for those. They do provide you with these blank spells, which if you've ever tried to write on the blank cards that come with them, you'll know that there is no substance known to man that will actually write on these cards. And there are also wonderful print your own spell cards websites out there. The problem there is they print out on sheets of paper, and then you've got a deck of cards here you're trying to sort, and then there's like a crumply piece of note paper or printer paper in there that just isn't super convenient, gets lost. Also, those tend to be culled fairly consistently to keep them to the SRD spells, as they're not technically allowed to have the newer spells in there for copyright reasons. So your odds are that you're not even going to find the ones that you actually need, because most of the SRD spells are in the official decks anyway. So you're left with this product that you've bought and you've paid for, but you can't really use, and certainly not use them together if you have the spells in the new book you bought and the cards from the official card set, but there's like 3 missing that you want to use. So as I was like uncrinkling my note paper with Wither and Bloom on it the other night, I thought there has to be a way that we can make a fillable template so that you can type in any spell you want or any spell you need. Usually you only need a few to complete your deck for a character that you're playing, and then get them onto some kind of card so that they'll fit in with the rest of your deck and you can throw them in your deck box and it's all good. This is all I want. It's very simple. There has to be a way. And wouldn't it be wonderful if that way was free, cheap, easy to access for everyone, can get the supplies to do this anywhere. So may we present to you the form fillable PDF template that is designed for an Avery label set that will print your spell cards. So just type in the information you want. An added bonus here is you can use your own shorthand. So a lot of the official spell cards will cut off the text at sort of an arbitrary spot. And a lot of the important information gets moved to a lookup in the book anyway. Animate objects, I'm looking at you. Whereas with this one, I have a shorthand in here. That's what I use. You can use any shorthand you want. You're not violating any copyright. You own this spell because you have the book. You're just making a copy of it for your own use. All we're doing is making this template for you. And then, this is the fun part, you can go to any store you want. I went to the gas station on the corner, and in 5 minutes, for a few dollars, buy a deck of cards. I just like to grab the card that matches the level of the spell. And then, I'm gonna do Sunburst here, which is a great cleric spell that there is not an official spell card for, and that I use a lot with my Forge Domain Cleric. So I have an Eight of Spades. We'll do Spades because it's an evocation spell. That seems cool. Obviously, this is all up to you. Label, spell card, stick. It's that easy. The official spell cards have not created a new standard. They have used the same standard that playing cards are on, so these will fit perfectly with your current deck and shuffle right in just like any other spell card, and the level is on the back just like any other spell card. Here's a bunch that I've already made up. It's super easy. The labels are available at any office supply store. They come in a bunch of different finishes. I used a glossy finish to match my other cards, but if you wanted to get a matte finish to draw on them, it's totally up to you. Playing cards obviously come in a bunch of different backs. I seriously just walked to the gas station on the corner and bought a random one for proof of concept. But if you wanted to make your borders look like something, I'm sure you could find really cool sets. More standard back is gonna not show through as much and just be a white border. There are infinity possibilities, all of them cheap, all of them available just about everywhere. The template is totally free on our website. You can get that right now. And feasibly, if you have a session tonight, you could have new spell cards ready to go because this stuff is everywhere. Thanks a lot. Happy holidays, and we will be announcing more stuff soon.